Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. A first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Allen from the gun on third down. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Allen off the play fake. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be much short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now Allen. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Allen to throw it. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Allen now on first down. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Jackson now. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Shakir holds it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Allen going to throw. He finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Cook up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown! James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on second down. Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Again, Jackson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson will throw again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. He's going to take another shot here. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This time Jackson will throw it.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Dobbins, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Tucker's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It was Justin Houston who got him down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis.
Second and 8 coming up.
Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Allen. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Jackson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this time, Allen will throw. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bills have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long. And you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Jackson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And able to get this to the 31. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
104 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Jackson.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Throwing. Jackson. That is caught. Bateman.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bills, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.